Health experts and lawmakers are continuing to push for quarantine-free entry into the city. There are also suggestions to cancel pre-boarding test requirements for flights heading to Hong Kong. Macy Mock reports.
On radio today, commercial sector lawmaker Jeffrey Lam said the so-called 0+7 quarantine measure, or even a 0+3 policy, should be launched as soon as possible. His urge comes a day after Secretary for Health Lo Chong-mao said the government was actively considering the elimination of hotel quarantine for incoming travelers to be replaced with 7 days of home surveillance. Lam is concerned more international events would be cancelled after Hong Kong lost its chance to host the World Dragon Boat Racing Championship to Thailand, with organizers citing the city's strict COVID rules for the move. He fears waiting till early next year or even later this year would be too late. Apart from quarantine, Lam also urged authorities to scrap the PCR testing requirement for people boarding planes bound for Hong Kong. He said this rule has been highly inconvenient for business travelers, especially those from the UK where PCR testing is not readily available. The suggestion was also backed by government pandemic advisor David Hui, who said imported cases are already vetted by tests at the airport as visitors arrive. Hui said the government can push forward with the 0+7 strategy if infection numbers drop in the coming 2 weeks, giving the local healthcare system room to cope. Hui also suggested the government can offer consumption vouchers as incentive to boost the vaccination rates of the elderly and children. Maisie Mock, HKIBC.
Health officials believe Hong Kong has now passed its post-mid-autumn COVID surge, but numbers will continue to fluctuate slightly from day to day. Hong Kong recorded 7,322 new COVID infections today, 132 of which were imported. The death toll also rose by 23, involving patients aged 58 to 94. Health authorities say numbers have stabilized for now without signs of rebounding. They believe most of the long weekend infections have already been reflected in today's cases. Albert Au from the Center for Health Protection said authorities are still discussing when and how to ease quarantine measures for incomers, but they do want to connect with the rest of the world as soon as possible.